Activities at hand, and these numbers really show very little difference between these two.
The only numbers I saw that indicates that Rosario is really the bigger man is that his fists are a full 2 inches bigger than Chavez's.
About in round 6 through 8. And here we go.
Rosario's on the move.
Well, the crowd, after sitting on its hands, and so the fighters and the introductions, has now gotten right into it in the first round.
Trying to slow down the movement of Rosario.
And Chavez went up and down.
Working the body to slow his man down.
Backward step.
Rosario, he's like a little magician there. I just don't like him there in the corner, or against the ropes, rather.
Couple of left hands by Rosario.
Both guys have very, very good defense. Chavez is just keeping his man there in the corner. He's making the fight his fight. Watch for the uppercuts inside by Chavez. Those are the kind of punches that do the most damage.
And still Rosario has his back to the ropes, and he has most of the first round.
And not let Chavez set. But inside here, watch the uppercuts again, Barry. You notice little short shots.
As advertised.
Body shots.
That Rosario did back up on the ropes and in the corner more than I expected him to in that first round.
I know that be more effective.
And still Rosario with his back to the ropes. Uppercut by Chavez.
Watch the body shot. If you watch the body shot.
Again, the uppercut gets through. It's not causing much damage, but it is consistent.
Well, what's happened as Chavez throws his uppercut, he needs to follow with the right hand. Because the uppercut raises the chin, and the right hand will do the damage. There's the uppercut. And left hook will do fine too, Barry. And Rosario at this point.
Well, also, he seems to be fighting a smarter fight right now.
You see what happens with the jab? With boxing, Rosario can make this fight a little easier for him. Good body shot by Chavez. Now those are the type of shots that take your legs away from you. You won't see as much movement from Rosario if you should take those kind of punches.
That was a combination by Rosario, and Chavez comes right back at him. And again the uppercut. That was right on the button.
You see now Chavez using both hands now. Chapo has some beautiful combinations, but he's yet to get them off clean. Rosario, that is.
So far, the textbook boxer puncher that Rosario is has simply not been able to emerge.
And so we start the third round, and we'll see what Chapo Rosario's tactics are this time. He starts out in the center of the ring. Took a right hand, and it backed him up.
You see where he just dips those shots to the body.
4 fights. He averages almost 7 fights a year. There was a right hand by Rosario.
But I just don't like when he stands directly in front of his man.
Another good right hand by Rosario.
Squeeze is waiting.
There was a big left hand by Chavez.
Trying to spend a lot of energy. Good right hand. I think what Rosario would need to do is throw some roundhouse right hands. Broad shoulders.
Right hand, a little overhead right, and an uppercut by Rosario.
Punching it out, punching it out.
Well, it has the makings of a fight that could come down to conditioning.
Yeah, that was a hit.
But also,
Watch your head.
We start the 4th round. Chavez with the choir boy looks.
And it's good advice.
It's also good advice to yell to Camacho to box. He hasn't had a fight.
Good head movement by Chavez. Very good head movement. You know the way he walks, keeps his eyes on his opponent. He's blocking a lot of those shots with his arms. He's good, very good concentration. You notice how he backs away, he slips punches. And watch he come back with something on his arm. There, that's it.
Right off the ropes with a good shot.
Watch, now he's gonna start to double up to the body. Watch. You see here, this is when he gets his man in trouble. This is when Rosario needs to get out of there.
And Chavez pressing Rosario.
You see what happens, Barry? He turns the table around because he lets his man throw his punches, and then he comes on, he retaliates. He doesn't let up at this point. That's why I admire mostly about Chavez. Now for Rosario, he has to forget about the machoism and then box again. Get his man to clear his head. Good shot, double shots, double left hooks. He finished it with the shot to the body. Good shot, devastating shot to the body. This tells you that Rosario's in tremendous shape to take those kind of punches.
He waits, he times his punches.
He really is, Barry. Watch come back up to the head. The left hook there is a beautiful short.
There was a right hand by Rosario, but Chavez remains right on top of it.
Rosario's his head still is clear. He's watching his man. But Chavez is coming out on top here.
Punching it out.
Good round for Chavez.
Telling Rosario is you must start to dominate this fight because the appearance is that he is dominating you.
Plus, I think a fighter like Chavez is a natural. He's a thinker.
And yet Rosario hasn't taken a step back, and neither man has really been hurt.
You must watch the way, and it's something of great importance inside, that Chavez, he slips punches, and then he comes back.
Big right hand by Chavez.
Now what Chavez is doing is actually the same principle of chopping the tree down. Working the body and bringing the hands down.
3-punch combination, one of them was low, but
Rosario needs to bring them hands up.
and another right hand by Chavez.
Dips and then hooks to the body.
And there is a little swelling under the left eye of Chapo Rosario.
Punching it out. Punching it out. No hole.
I don't see the snap I see with Rosario.
Once again, as Larry Merchant pointed out a little bit earlier, he's just not giving Rosario room to punch.
Whoa.
Gomez, Sanchez, Arguello, and Pryor, the naturally bigger man, ended up dominating all of those fights. But here, Rosario, who appears to be the naturally bigger man, is not dominating the fight.
There's a little bit of the starch in some of his punches. Not to say he was getting tired necessarily.
Keep him up. Keep him up.
What's not making this any better for Rosario is the fact that Chavez has been perpetual motion. I mean, he's maintained and kept up the pressure.
Not sure if it's something physical or something psychological. Does that happen sometimes, Ray, where you just don't have it on a particular night?
It's the most frightening experience you can have. And here, that was a good combination by Chavez. This is dangerous for for both fighters here because they both willing away.
Chavez again, everything in combination, and again a little bit of a headbutt.
Chavez has really turned this into a street fight. But a beautiful street fight that is. Look at the way he doubles up the hook, triples up his hook. Always finishes to the body.
And of course, one of the judging criteria is ring generalship, and Chavez just seems to have all of that.
Look at the combination. And now he cut the ring off.
Because he is behind.
So we start the 7th round.
Slipping punches.
And it's not really in a position where the eye's in any danger right at the moment of closing.
That's a smart fighter, though. I think that what normally a smart fighter would do, he would move around and use the ring, and they come back. Again, this is not a good place for Rosario to be, especially when he's standing straight up. You see what happens there? Especially standing straight up. Look how he worked his body. Both hands, both sides, digging both sides. That's what my trainer Dave Jacobs taught us years ago. Work both sides.
And the other thing that was interesting right there is Chavez scored with about 6 punches, and Rosario retaliated, and every punch that Rosario retaliated with was caught in the gloves of Chavez.
This is tough, old-fashioned, real prize fighting. We haven't seen any quit, certainly in Rosario now, as some people thought. But he's got to do more than not quit here. He's got to start hurting the other guy.
And he took a good shot from Chavez, a left hand, and the right hand came right behind it.
Just weighing him down. Body shots, right hand.
For him, he lost the split decision to Macho Camacho.
I see that Chavez trying to set up Rosario for the right hand. And the reason I say it is because of the way he positions himself inside. Signs of 2 things, fatigue and hurt. Again, this is beautiful. Now watch Chavez. He lets his opponent throw punches, then he comes back. And he comes back hard. And he also comes back strong.
And there's a big combination. That hurt Rosario. It also cut him. And he's in a world of trouble.
Oh, now, this is experience here.
Still 30 seconds remaining in round number 8. Took another good right hand. Still 15 seconds.
Look at the combinations, Barry. And now I see angles by Rosario, but it may be a little too late for that now, because he was really rocked.
And Rosario's going to get through this round.
Here's the most spectacular punch of the round. There's the left and a straight right. He has just been overwhelmed by his opponent.
A G right now, I think.
Well,
both
Chavez was hurt.
there.
Both fighters blocked each other on a great deal of uppercuts.
Punching it out, no.
Oh, that punch hurt. That punch really hurt Rosario. Chavez caught him moving in.
Get the water.
Well, and it certainly is borne out here, because ordinary fighters just couldn't take this kind of pace and punishment.
That cut, incidentally, does appear to be on the lip, just judging from how they worked on it. But there is a lot of blood.
See, this is, once again, Rosario should not be there, because he's giving away 2 in the rounds. Or Chavez is taking some in the rounds.
Again, Richard Steele telling them to watch their heads. They've been close to a butt on several occasions, and on a couple of occasions they actually have butted heads. Said, I'll like it if Rosario doesn't step back. That was a good left hand that just stopped Chapo in his tracks.
Oh, he's hurt very bad. Rosario's ready to go.
And Chavez again not wasting any punches. It's like a beaten man. He has absorbed an awful lot and is in trouble again.
Chavez has to keep doubling those punches up, ways doubling his combinations up. Both hands, both hands. And the left hook.
Inside of 30 seconds remaining.
Rosario has a big heart, no question about it.
Left eye is almost closed.
Yes, and he's trying to hang in there. I'll be interested to see whether his corner stops the fight, because he's really hurt. But he's holding his own, huh?
But taking a brutal beating here.
This corner may stop the fight.
He has taken some cracks from a really hard-hitting lightweight.
I just noticed, Brad, not to cut you off, but I think that Rosario requested to leave his mouthpiece out.
Yeah, and his eye is almost closed. The left eye of Rosario is now virtually closed.
Richard Steele almost certainly will not let this go too far. Rosario just fighting on guts.
Because like now, Rosario can't see the right hand coming. What he's doing now, he's actually just winging his own punches and hope one land. He's fighting on sheer determination. Look at the body shots. You gotta appreciate them. Both
Chavez
hands.
not letting him out of the corner, continuing to just put all the pressure on Edwin Chapo Rosario for butting to both men.
What I see now is the right hand, probably being the punch.
Rosario giving one for every 3 he gets.
Well, the mouth, I just noticed the mouthpiece is in Rosario's mouth.
Rosario just does not seem to be able to get himself out of his own corner.
Punching it out.
What a war. There goes the mouthpiece.
What's that?
1 minute remaining in the 11th round. Well, if Hart wins fights, then Rosario
stop the
might get a
fight.
draw.
They
That's
threw
it.
the towel
They
in.
threw the towel in. It's over.